What's up, friends? Welcome back to Football Manager 24. Welcome back to our Catalan-only challenge with Català FC here in the fourth tier of Spanish football. It is the 4th of November 2023, and we have some matches to catch you up on before we get into our one match today against Terrassa. So last we left off, we had just won 1-0 against Alicante away. We followed that up with 5 straight league wins. Yes, first against Sagunto, 1-0. Capitoon scored in that one. Then against Torrent, we won 2-1. So 2 early goals here. Peque Polo with a penalty, and then Javi Hernandez scored. Kim Araujo had a 90th minute goal to make it a little more interesting and to deny our clean sheet. Badalona Foot away, we also won 2-1. Again, went up 2 goals and then allowed a late-ish one, but held on to the lead. Then we smashed Europa 5-0. Javi Hernandez, Ibai Reches, Peque Polo, and then a brace of penalties from Copotun. We were up 5-0 on 35 minutes and then didn't score again. That was 2 weeks ago. Then we have Euralia. We won 4-1 here as well, with 3 goals coming in just before the half for us, not to mention one from them. So that's 4 goals within 5 minutes just before the half, and then Villanova also scored one later on for it to finish 4-1. So far, smooth sailing for Català in the 4th tier. Looking good for promotion, but let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Looking at the league screen here, we see Capitoon is up there with 9 league goals. He is also the highest rated player in the league. We've still only been playing him as an inside forward, so he has started every game alongside Peque Polo. David Astals with 4 assists. Not really a ton of shutouts here. As you saw, we don't keep a lot of clean sheets. Capitoon has 4 player of the matches, though. Firmly at the top of the table, Valencia B at 26, just behind us. Sant Andrew are undefeated. Unfortunately, they have 5 draws, so they are 8 points behind us. Alicante also on 23 points. Terrassa, who we play today, on 23 points. In terms of our expected goals as well, we are on top. We are exactly where we're supposed to be. We do mostly dominate the games that we're playing. So far, so good. No additional transfers have been made. The windows have been closed. Just wanted to take a look at our dynamics. Our team cohesion is slowly coming up. It's still poor, of course, but it was much worse. Club atmosphere is very good. Leadership support, very good. So that's certainly helping with our performances. Let's take a look at our opponents here. Terrassa FC. We're predicted 7th. They are a professional side, which I'm not sure if I mentioned is not necessarily a given here in this league. We do have a number of semi-pro at this level. Their key player is Emilio Lucas Vina. He is a decent enough looking player. He's a left back though, so how much can he really impact the game? But yep, they're having a good season so far. They've been at this level for quite a while. Hopefully we can get a good result over them. Right, well, the team just about picks itself at this point. Arumi and Astals out on the wing, or at fullback. Iker Alvarez in goalie, he's available today. Villanova and Resta. Bayero and Domenech. Copotun, Reches, Hernandez, and Peque Polo leading the line as the number 9. Our bench, Soldevila is a touch injured, but looks like he can play. Looks like Cardenas is fine. Aranyo, are you good to go? No, you are not ready to come back in. Antunes is actually back from international duty. He was playing in the Pan American Games for Honduras, of all teams, so he can come back in on the bench, and that should be it. kicking off here, we can, because we're just doing the one match today, we can throw it on extended highlights, get a view of the whole game a little bit more. Should just be a kickoff highlight here. Yes, it is. So while of course we would love to win this match, and I do expect us to, a loss is not the end of the world. We've been on such a good run that we have the room just in case here at the top of the table. Very confident of the playoffs at this point. Somewhat confident even of that top automatic promotion spot. But we have a highlight here. A little bit of pinball back and forth. They pick it up and are charging forward at our back line. Cano out here on the wing, and Pereira. That was a very interesting shot, to say the least. Somehow it was a clear-cut chance. 20 minutes gone here. Just a single shot for each team, but both were good chances. We have 60% possession and a free kick here from mid-range. Short pass to Reches. Sends it to Hernandez, who takes a weak shot. May have been deflected, but regardless, held in goal. And now it is Terrassa with the free kick. Resta gets it, but only clears it back to them. Capotoon pressing. And they reform their shape. Send it into the box. Cleared poorly by Astals. You definitely notice when Astals is playing fullback. He has some very poor defensive tendencies, but is good at going forward. I want him in the side, but I also want to be giving Reches plenty of game time. But Astals might be coming out, depending on how the rest of this half goes. Vigna pushing forward, gets to the byline, cuts it back to Cano. Lucas Vigna. Resta clears the cross. Fabio gets to it. And he sends in a cross from deep. Cano to Pereira, who puts it wide. Another good chance for them that is wasted. Only 3 shots, but 2 of them were on clear-cut chances. That's a little worrying for us, but Cano with the corner now for them. Good assertive goalkeeping by Iker Alvarez. He kicks it long, but too long for any of our team to get to it. They just get possession right back. Not ideal. Thinking for the rest of this half, unless we score on this highlight, I'm going to switch to our high pressing tactic. Let the guys run around a little bit more, put a little pressure on them. Iker Alvarez makes the save here. So let's do that here. So it's a very similar tactic. The main difference is we actually drop it to positive. We have a pressing forward. Iker Alvarez is a sweeper keeper. And yeah, everything else is just high press, high intensity. Try to see if we can force a mistake out of them. The changes haven't been made, meaning that there hasn't been a stoppage in play, but this is a new highlight. Cano takes the shot and he scores. So that definitely justifies our decision to start taking it to them. Really a great shot by Cano. Alvarez maybe could have done better. Really, we just gave away possession far too cheaply and then were caught with our high line. They had a very nice counterattack there. So we are down. We are in an unfamiliar territory, losing, and deservingly so. A couple minutes later, though, we have the corner cleared to Reches. A corner from a highlight without... Oh, Hernandez, 6'3", but gets the header all wrong. Going to be a goal kick. Highlight starts, Alvarez in possession, kicks it long. Doesn't really go with what we're trying to do here. I want to see in transition, throwing it long. We're instructing him to do something else, but we keep kicking it long, giving away possession. But maybe I want to tell him to give it to our fullbacks or something. But Cano takes it forward. He takes the shot and he scores again from a very similar position. Jordi Cano. Again, it is 2-0 Terrassa. Really just total capitulation from us in a game that we really came into confident in. Unfortunately, it has not worked out like that. But you know what? The match is not over. We still have decent possession. We just need to find a few more chances. And I think we'll be able to do that with a few subs at halftime. See if we can salvage a draw out of this. Bayero to Dominic Capotoon. He takes the shot, and it looks like it was tipped over the bar. So, corner. Another corner here. We send it in, and it is cleared. Reches could have a shot here, instead passes to Bayero. It's cleared, Villanova, but that's the end of the highlight. Welp. Of course we are going to get a little shouty here. That was really just unacceptable. We've been brought down to earth a bit here. This is not a position that we are used to being in, but we can put in Bustamante and Soldavila for Bayero. Those are just two overall better players that we can bring in. We want to keep Astalz in. He is good going forward, but if things don't change, we might need to make a sub there as well. I think that's fine for now. Let's get back into it. See if we can have a better second half here. Come on, boys. Let's see if we can salvage something from this game. Resta gets a head on it. He hits the crossbar. Comes to nothing. Really, I mean, that was our first, or we only have one shot on target, but we have a bunch of XG. We're getting some shots, and that looks like a goal, is it? No, it will not count. It looks like the linesman has decided that he was offsides. No VAR at this level, of course. Soldavila, a free kick in dangerous territory, but it's into the wall. Bustamante takes the shot, also blocked. Another squandered chance here for us, but we retain possession, and that's the end of the highlight. We are knocking on the door here, but we have still yet to score, and it's off. It looked like it crashed off the crossbar there. Unbelievable. After a beautiful shot from Hernandez, Astalz picks it up. Can he deliver it in? No, it is tackled for a throw-in. But a new highlight starts immediately. I'm going to yell encourage regardless of what happens. I am feeling quite positive so far about the second half. Even though we haven't scored, we are dominating and we're getting our chances. One loss is not going to knock us off track, but I really would like to salvage something from this match if we can. Dominic Astals. Soldevila, defensive mid, out to Bustamante, who slides it into Hernandez, who looks like is called for offsides. I think that's the right call. Every single notable event has been on their side, whether it's yellow cards or goals or disallowed goals. We have nothing going on. Pop it up to attacking here. Dominic Soldevila. Dominic out to Astals. And Retchis gets the shot off. It is turned around the post. Let's make a couple of subs. We want fresh legs on the wing, Tonio on the left. Let's get Astals up. And we can bring Martinez. And I would like... I think that's going to be fine for now. Make those subs before the corner. Hernandez, Dominic to the byline, and it's out for another corner. We are laying on the pressure. Let's get counter, distribute quickly on... we can keep it on throw long, I guess, and keep all of this the same. A little bit more direct. Continue playing for set pieces. We have the height and the skill advantage, so set pieces should be okay. We have a decent amount of set piece goals in this season so far, even though we don't have any yet today. And we have reached now 1.44 XG. They don't even have a shot in this second half. They don't have a shot since their last goal. We are banging our heads against the wall, up to 66% possession, just not getting the goal, let alone the two that we need. Hernandez. And they call a penalty. Good call, ref. Good call. Let's see. I think this is going to be... I don't have my penalty takers set. It could be Soldevila or Copatoon. We're going to go with Copatoon. He's got the better... He's at the, closer to the top of the Golden Boot chart, and he has better composure, which I care more about right now. So let's see. Can the Ukrainian Catalan Copatoon cut the lead to one? He does. Go pick up the ball. Game's not over. We are in with a chance here, folks. It is 1-2. And you have to say the momentum's on our side to get at least one more. Well taken penalty there. Let's get one more encourage out here. And let's get some fresh legs in midfield. Dominic out and Tunez in. Time running down, but we have another highlight sent into the box. Bustamante chasing it. Soldevila. Yahir Antunes sends it in. Really an awful shot there. If that's the highlight, that's quite disappointing from them. From us, I should say. '87th minute, another highlight. Soldevila is tackled, but Bustamante's there to pick it up out wide. Men in the box. Dribbles with it. Soldevila picks it up. Sends it into Hernandez, who gets a shot off, and it's saved. That was a really good chance from us. Unfortunately, it's not to be. Tonio to deliver the left-footed out-swinging corner. And with that, I believe we are going to switch up to very attacking to see if we can get our goalie to start coming up for some corners. It looks like another highlight may have just started here. Throw in Bustamante. He's tackled, and it's cleared. Resta running after it. That was a non-highlight. But now they have the ball on a free kick from deep. They seem to be wasting some time. Nobody is in the middle, but Iker Alvarez bails us out with a great save. Keeps us in with a fighting chance here. Their first chance since the first half. Neeskin's taking his sweet time. We have 5 minutes of added time. Alvarez is not going to get to it, but it's still a goal kick. Lucky that he wasn't punished for some poor positioning there. 2 minutes into the 5 of stoppage time. Hernandez is taken out by Toledo, and that is going to give us a chance to bring up Iker Alvarez for this free kick. But that was just yes, it was a free kick. He was offsides. That was just a terribly worked free kick right there. Everybody started offsides. 50 seconds left here. Soldevila. Back to Resta. Up to Yahir. And it's going to be a corner. Not sure who that ball was for, but unfortunately it's looking like we've just run out of time here. Goalie's just standing over it. He knows this match is over. And there's not even another kick of the ball. They waste the rest of the time here. And finishes 1-2. An undeserving loss, you have to say, from us. We deserved, obviously, far more than just the one goal. But, you know what? That it happens. Our first loss, we are going to encourage them. I'm going to say that they were unlucky, because really they were. Don't want to be too hard on them at this point. We've had such a good season. And just to take a look at some of the data here, I wanted to see who missed the most chances, really. We can see Kopotun, he had the goal off the penalty, so he only had 2 shots, really, in that entire game, which is quite disappointing for a striker. So all of his XG was from the penalty. Javi Hernandez missed a couple of chances. Stalls too, and other than that, just a bunch of, low percentage shots. We didn't really create that many really high percentage chances. So unfortunately, that's really what did us in. A lot of small jumps in XG, and they just were much more clinical in front of goal. Their left winger Cano just put some great shots past Alvarez, who deservedly only got a 6.4. Really disappointed in him. Maybe it's a little bit Astal's fault. He's just not good defensively, and both of the goals came against the guy that he would have been marking. We can see that, he's just... Maybe I was a little naive playing him back there. I mean, his tackling's 10 for this level. I mean, it's really not that bad. Anyway, that's going to do it for us here, folks. That gives us our first loss of the season in 12 matches. We are still at the top of the table, but it's a little closer now than it was before. we will keep playing on, and we will join back in a maybe in a month or so, one of these matches here in December before the winter break and before the transfer window opens again. Been looking out for more players we could potentially add, but unfortunately our budget just doesn't really support our ambitions to bring in any more players, and I believe we can't register any more players without losing at least, without dropping somebody from the squad. So we'll see what that looks like. We'll look closer at that in the next episode. So that's going to do it for me. Thanks for watching. As always, like, subscribe. Please share with anyone who you think might enjoy this series. Really been enjoying starting to put these together and starting to make videos out of these. So would love to get more people to take a look at what I'm doing and to get some feedback, and just to I hope that you guys are enjoying. I hope that if there's anything I can do, or anything you guys want to see that I'm not currently doing, please let me know in the comments. I'd really appreciate your feedback here, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks.